Nobody's touching you. You're putting your hands on me. Get your hands off me.
No.
Get your hands on me.
No.
Get your hands off me. Ain't nobody touching you.
I'm trying to get past you.
Bye.
Let me get my shit, bro.
Get your shit.
You should have throwing my shit around.
Get your shit. Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
No.
Stop touching me.
No.
Stop touching me.
I'm trying to get my stuff.
Well, get it. It's right there. It's right there. Get it. Get it. Get it. It's right there.
Move.
Get it.
No.
I'm not touching you. Stop touching me.
Bro, now grab me by my...
Stop touching
grab me
me.
again, bro. I'm telling you.
Stop touching me.
Go on, bro.
Stop touching me. You're pressing up against a pregnant woman.
Stop trying to get my stuff. Go on.
Stop touching me.
Bro, get off my shit, bro.
Stop touching me.
Move. You being weird as fuck. Get the fuck on.
Stop touching me.
Fuck up. Bro,
Touch me again.
go ahead.
I'll see who's
Go ahead. I am. I know when it's one good time for you to hit me and it's on camera. Watch this motherfucker barrage.
I'm pregnant.
I don't give a damn, bitch. I'm gonna beat it out you.
Get out of me then. I'll touch this hair.
Let me guess, ladies, she's just dealing with reactive as well. He triggered her by trying to leave. Oh, I want you to watch that very closely. He's not escalating. He's not yelling at her. He's not shoving her. He's doing exactly what we tell men to do, which is just walk away and leave. But is she letting him? No, she's not. Blocking him, preventing him from leaving, and even trying to flip the script, implying that he's hitting and shoving a pregnant woman. This right here is why so many men panic when things get physical. Panic even harder when they have to call the police, because did you know, statistically, in America, if you're a man getting by a woman and you call 911 for help, there is a 50-50 chance that you will be arrested. The most dangerous time for a man isn't even necessarily staying with a narcissistic. It's when he tries to leave, because the moment he disengages and tries to de-escalate, the entire situation gets flipped on him and he loses control. Sorry, but there needs to start being some real consequences for women who make false allegations against men, and it needs to be taken seriously. I don't want to hear any more of these feminists being like, it's not that bad, because the consequences aren't as harsh. Yes, it is. When a man gets falsely accused by a woman, he often loses support publicly, socially. He has PTSD, social anxiety, and he has an extremely hard time trusting women again. At some point, we need accountability for false allegations. Like, whatever you accuse the man of, if it comes out that you're lying, you should do the exact same jail time that he should have done. But we're not going to do that, because men already do 3 to 4 times longer prison sentences for the exact same crime as a woman.
I am honestly so proud of the women today. And they think that it's an insult to us that they have to run to third world countries to find women who are poverty stricken. Women who ain't never seen $3 all lined up together in their life. Women who got to share 1 spoonful of rice with a family of 6. Women who don't have rights, who can't work, who probably only bathe once every 2 months. Women who in their countries are getting raped by their men, beat up by their men. Nowhere around them do they feel safe. From a child up, they're raised to just accept how men treat them because they just don't have any rights. They're basically slaves. These women are in poverty, and these men be so broke in the United States, so ugly in the United States, so corny in the United States.
Jesus. So if these men are all of that, then why are you worried about them? This is a wild video. That video was absolutely from that one. There's some similarities in the women that are on this video. See if y'all can catch it.
Subservient to them and do what they want, basically some sort of indentured servitude.
You feel that you need to go to Antarctica to marry a polar bear. Get a polar bear.
I'm gonna just keep it real. And you think you're gonna come in that country and you're gonna take that? I ain't protesting. I ain't protesting the damn thing. I mean, I ain't protesting to get you back to these United States. Stay your stupid ass over there.
I don't think black women care.
We do not care.
That we don't care. We literally don't. Like we care. We don't care.
No one gives a you because we never cared about you to begin with. Let's be clear.
But I believe in y'all still. The ones that's doing the work anyway. We don't want you other ones anyway.
We don't give not one rise. I keep telling y'all this. We don't care.
Yes, passport, bro. We don't care where you go. We don't care who you with. Look, a hard thing to care. We don't care.
This one right here saying that she don't care. So y'all can go ahead and scratch her off your list of dateable women. I know y'all hurt. I know y'all sad about that. But y'all gonna just have to chalk that one up to the game. She is not available to you guys. That's what she's saying. So I know y'all gonna go home, cry in the car or whatever, because you don't have access to this woman. And I'm sorry for that. You know, passport bros. Maybe you could find another woman in Brazil or something like that to maybe replace this woman right here, because she says she don't want y'all. So
women that go to the nightclub don't really care about talking to men anymore or getting to know men. They're not there to meet people. They're there to take pictures and post it on their Instagram.
Yes, true.
And then on top of that, it's a low ROI for the guy, because I know if I go to the club, I'm going to be out easily hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just for the opportunity to talk to a bunch of women that aren't going to appreciate the interaction anyway. So for a lot of guys, they're kind of waking up and realizing, okay, I'm wasting time. I'm wasting money. This is a very low return on investment. What the f am I doing here? And I'm going to go talk to a bunch of girls that don't want to talk to me anyway, because they're on Instagram talking to NFL players.
Yeah.
So that's drastically woken a lot of guys up and realize, like, it's very tough for me to compete here. And then there's guys here at the club that have a section that I can't compete with. So this is why a lot of guys are like saying, like, why the f am I here? It's that, I'll be very honest about this, women's standards are too goddamn high for what they bring back in exchange. A lot of girls want, I need you to be tall, I need you to have money, I need you to have status, I need you to have charisma, I need you to be funny, I need you to like dogs, all this dumb that, quite frankly, most of you women don't even qualify for. A lot of you guys want a guy that's 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, but you're a 3 out of 10. And it's like, well, you might get that guy to have sex with you, but are you going to be able to keep him long term? Probably not. Most of them can't. So, but the issue with women is what they think they can attract, they think they can retain, and it's two different things. Attaining a guy versus retaining a guy are two different things. But a girl thinks, I went on a date with this guy, I've hung out with NFL players before, I've dated this guy, I got smashed by this guy, oh, I think I can probably retain this guy. You can't, a lot of times.
One of the dumbest lies that these women who preach about toxic masculinity say is when they say things like, oh, it's okay for men to be emotional, I want my man to be emotional, I want him to vent to me. Be so for real. You do not want an emotional man. You actually find them repulsive. So sorry to all the men that had to endure that time period where being masculine was the absolute worst character trait you could have. We're kind of still going through that, but I feel like we're kind of coming out of it. But do not listen to these women. They do not want you to be emotional. They are lying to themselves. I am a woman that's not mentally ill. I talk to a lot of other non-mentally ill women on a daily basis, and we all agree that venting is very unattractive. Being hyper emotional as a man is very unattractive. And the thing is, these women that preach about toxic masculinity are actually attracted to stoicism. They are actually attracted to masculinity, but they have to lie to themselves to fit within the sisterhood. So then they go find an emotional man and they end up hating the relationship. They are completely exhausted by the emotions. And they get so upset when you put men and women into boxes. And truthfully, I think that that's fake outrage. But the thing is, I'm emotional as a woman. Most women are emotional. If my husband was also super emotional, this would never work. It would be exhausting. So how about we just celebrate the differences? How about we just celebrate the masculinity and the stoicism and say, oh, you know what? I need some of that in my life.
Men have never and will never be the prize. That's why they have to ask you out on a date. They have to perform for you. They have to impress you. And that is why a lot of men are choosing to opt out of dating right now, because it is expensive. So if you're speaking to somebody right now and he doesn't even want to pay for a plate of food, he thinks you're done. He thinks you're the type of woman that would accept less. So guess what? Even if you do get this guy, okay, because some of you are under this impression that men are the prize. Even if you do get this man, he is never going to fulfill you. He is never going to jump through hoops for you. He's never going to make sacrifices for you. He's going to be very selfish. He's going to be all about himself. And he's always going to put himself first. And he's only going to do something if it actually benefits him. So the whole time you're in that relationship with that man, you are going to see that there are so many things that that man is not doing for you. Yeah. And the reason for that is because early on, he showed you who he was.
I do not know how to explain to men that, like, I am mentally unwell when it comes to romantic relationships. Because, like, they don't get it. They think it's funny. You know what I mean? But, like, if you sleep with me and then don't immediately become my committed partner the next day, including loyalty, like, I will make a copy of the key to your house and hide under your bed every night because you played with my feelings. Like, what? Don't ask me on a date unless you want to get married. in 3 years. Like, I don't know how to explain this. Because then I sound wrong. And then it's like, they'll think it's a joke. They'll think I'm joking. And then they'll find out I'm not joking. And then I'm crazy. And it's like, how am I crazy if I told you I was going to do this? It sounds like you're crazy for expecting me to do something different than the thing that I did. Because I said I was going to do it. If anything, you know, I'm honest and I have follow through. Like,
women, they do a lot of stupid stuff, man. And what you're finding out and what you're seeing is that men are starting to catch this stupidity on camera. And men have been talking about this for a long, long time. Modern women are doing stupid stuff. They like to say that men are toxic, men are dangerous, I choose the bear, until a man records them. And then the bear is like, don't come in here with me. Stay out of the forest. If you acting that way with a man, you best believe you come around my cubs acting like that, because modern women don't respect boundaries. Modern women don't respect boundaries. So one day, whether the bear likes it or not, modern women's gonna get curious and walk up on that bear. Find a cub, go over there touching the cub, and the bear gonna come up behind her and knock her in the back of her head, have her rolling down the side of a hill, and then she gonna be back out those woods, running, trying to find a man. Somebody help me, police, ambulance, somebody take me to the hospital, cause you was in. And a man sitting there with the bear, yeah, I told you, man, at some point in time, she gonna get on your nerves. At some point in time, she gonna be all up in your business like she wasn't mine. She chose you. I try to tell you, modern women don't respect boundaries.
So men, I need you guys to stop molding women who do not want to be molded. Yep. So here's what a lot of women know. A lot of women know that men tend to fall a lot harder when it comes to being in love with a woman, right? So if a woman can get you to fall in love with her, she knows that she has almost like control over you, right? Because women can fall in love 2, 3, 4 times a year, whereas men don't really fall in love like that. So when they actually do really fall in love, right, they tend to stay in situations that do not best serve them because they want to fix the situation. Because you guys are natural fixers. You guys want to resolve issues, right? You're very solution-based. It's just in a man's DNA. But women will use this against you and literally manipulate you into staying into relationships that do not best serve you. And what will happen is you'll be trying to fix this woman. You'll be trying to mold her into what you want her to be. And you'll keep on trying to fit a circle into a square. It's never going to work. So my advice to you guys, men, let's normalize actually getting a woman who has the qualities that we want and then working with that instead of trying to mold, force, and fix a woman into what you actually want. It's slim pickings out here, but guess what? There still are some good women, and make sure you value yourself enough to get with one of them.
So all the men from my previous post saying that they have found peace by being alone and they're not trying to date because they just want peace. Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life?
Oh, they didn't try to say anything. They flat out said that they'd rather be by themselves and peaceful than to be with some of the women that are available out there.
I have to disagree.
Of course there would be some women that have to disagree with that statement because they simply cannot bring themselves to believe that many men, especially after seeing what's out there in the dating market, would rather be single, and they're actually happier being so.
I do not think that if a woman that you so desired was available to you, you would choose peace over commitment, good meals with conversation, and things like that. So I'm gonna call your bluff.
Some women simply don't get it, because none of those things that were listed are actually what brings a man peace in a relationship. And if we're being really honest with ourselves, most men can get all of those perks of being in a relationship without actually being in one. So quite frankly, ladies, some of you are going to have to start accepting that men can be happy by themselves. I know that comes as a surprise.
I said that women, ultimately, we are making the choice to not keep children sometimes. And I'm saying to you, that could be true. However, what are the factors that are leading us up to do this? And you're saying...
It's just women.
Is this fact-based or is this your opinion?
Women hold all of reproduction rights in America. Men do not hold any reproductive rights in America. So how is it men's fault
They play every part in that.
Let me use an analogy, right?
Go ahead.
So if it's the case that being in shape or being out of shape is all in your hands, which is true because you put the food in your mouth and you can choose not to put the food in your mouth. So it's your choice. Would it be logical if you gained a whole lot of weight and got real fat to blame it on Walmart for making you fat? Or did you choose to buy all of that food and eat all of that food at Walmart? That'd be all of your choice. So that analogy maps onto women holding all reproductive rights. Is their choice. So if a chick is fat, she fat not because of Walmart, she fat because of her choices. If a chick aborts her child, she aborted her child because of her, not because of the man.
And here we go.
So, it appears that according to some women, that men are nothing without them. It's going to come as a great shock to a great many men who actually are very self-assured, confident, and happy being single, to learn that to women, they're nothing unless they have a woman. But yet, ironically, some women who like to quite obviously dress for success seem to be the ones that are most adamant that women are everything without them. But yet, it really doesn't make any sense. If a person was that self-assured and confident in themselves, then why would they try to bring other people down? Doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? So really, are those women as happy being single as they say? Or is this just some kind of a cover because they're really quite genuinely miserable?
Men are no longer obsessed with women anymore. Do y'all feel that way?
100%.
Why do you think that is?
The reason they not obsessed is because, I hate to say it again, and I hate to seem like I'm being judgmental to women when I'm a woman myself, but I feel like social media and there's no mystery. I feel like a lot of things that we as women as a whole that we say that maybe sometimes is just something that we're just putting on social media. It was just a joke. I feel like guys really be turned off by those things. Like they really judging you by the things you put up.
The boy quotes, right? Like
yeah, like I feel like they're really judging you like by those things.
They watch from afar.
And also like just feeling like it's this pressure of feeling like they gotta take care of you. I wouldn't want to be obsessed with nobody if I feel like as soon as I walk to them, they're gonna be like, my light bill is due.
I like the point that she said about the mystery, because a lot of modern women say, if I know everything about him from the first date, then he's boring. But then they turn around and put their body and their business out there for everybody to consume. Where's the exclusivity?
I would love to get married again, but now it seems like men don't want to get married anymore.
Stop playing the victim. Stop. You stop. You stop.
All right, that's it. I'm calling the cops.
Stop. Hey.
I'm calling the cops.
This is why men don't want to get married anymore.
It's funny. I hate you. Bro, you're a weird too. Like it's not funny.
Why are men so hesitant to commit to marriage these days?
I told you to stop texting her. I don't understand why she is the priority here.
I mean, what's a text? Did you see what the text said?
It doesn't matter what it says. You can ignore it.
I can't say happy birthday?
No, you absolutely cannot say happy birthday. Why is that impossible for you to understand?
I mean, I grew up with a girl. It's not that big of a deal.
I don't care. I do not care.
It's absurd.
If the person that you're with is asking you not to do something, would you be like, yes, I love you so much, I'm going to not do that anymore.
Excuse me, look, you gotta be quiet, we have other customers.
Mind your business, okay?
Oh, mind my business?
Yes.
Mind my business.
Okay.
I'll get the authorities, you can mind your business.
Why aren't men getting married anymore?
What?
Do you know what you did?
Yeah, I got paper plates like you asked me to.
We're not wealthy.
Yeah, that's why we're getting paper plates.
You got Dixie brand.
Okay. They were 3 for $15.
That's
They're on
still-
sale. I thought I did good.
That's $5 for 44 plates. I normally get like 100 pack for like $3.50.
Okay, they didn't have that at the dollar store.
They have.
I did the
plates.
math. Yeah. Dude, that's 11 cents a plate. That's good for Dixie.
You're acting like we hit the lottery, Jason.
Oh my gosh. That doesn't
And
make-
bounty too. You have just gone off the deep end.
The way that when men say they don't want to get married,
Say those things, and I don't do anything to you that threatens your life. Guess what? You're broken up with me now, right?
Stop being this fucking dramatic.
They're fucking filming us. Like, stop.
Hey, what the fuck?
Who tends to get into a relationship first after a divorce, men or women?
I think men, on average, from what I've seen, tend to either be in a relationship already before they're divorced or tend to get into another relationship soon thereafter. That's not news. That's not a surprise. We all know that. But why? Guys do that, I think, in large part because instead of focusing on what's in here that they need to work on and fix and improve, they look outwardly. They look for something else to make them feel better about themselves or whatever's going on in their life, rather than looking inside and realizing that all of the issues they've ever really had have been here, and you gotta fix them here.
I don't know why you need to know my body count.
Because we're dating. I feel like that's something we should know.
It's not like you told me yours.
7.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now tell me yours. I'm not gonna judge, I promise.
Ugh, fine. It's 18.
What?
It's 18. See, I knew it. You're judging me. Look, it's not my fault. I had daddy issues growing up and I went to WVU for college.
Hey, what are you talking about? I don't care that you have 18 bodies.
Really?
Yeah, it was before you even knew who I was. Why would I judge you?
So you don't think I'm a or anything, right?
No, are you crazy? Like, who are men to tell girls what to do with their bodies?
Exactly. They can't.
Your body, your choice.
Yes, it is.
Look, if you're totally cool with letting anyone into your house, I am too.
Oh, you're so understanding. I have the best boyfriend ever.
Had the best boyfriend ever.
Wait, what?
Oh, I can't date someone who's not 18 guys.
But you just said you were okay with it.
Yeah, as a human being, I'm okay with it. You can do whatever you want. But as my girlfriend, no, what? 18? You can't have more than me.
Good thing I didn't tell him the real number.
Listen up, fellas. Women only want you for your money, and that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. It's hardwired in a woman to want a man that can provide, all right? It's just up to you to make sure you're providing for a bop, for a random. You feel what I'm saying? It's hardwired in a woman. It's called hypergamy, all right? Hypergamy, however you want to call it, is hardwired in a woman to want a man that can help them survive. Women are survival-based creatures, all right? This goes way back since the beginning of humans, goddammit. So, hey, take it or leave it. Don't be crying around talking about women only want men for money. Yes. Well, you expect, if you had a daughter, would you want her to be with a broke-ass dude? Oh, I thought so.
And Cooley was talking about how modern women make a lot of choices. And modern women like to say, oh, well, the man made me do this and I had to choose this, and no, you didn't. Y'all do a lot of stuff that you don't have to do. And because you get yourself into a situation that is unfavorable to you with a bum, then you're saying, oh man, he just the way he talked to me, I had to. No, you did not. No, you did not. You wanted to. He made a very compelling case to you, and you decided, this is the man, even though he has given me no guarantees. This is the man that I'm going to lay down and mess around with tonight. Then y'all go out there and have 2 or 3 kids, and then now you're looking at the next man like, oh, I'm definitely going to get a commitment from you. You're definitely going to take care of these kids, and you're definitely going to come last. What man in his right mind would be like, that is a fantastic deal. I'm going to take that.
Wouldn't that also explain perhaps men's hesitance to commit to women, because women are much more likely to be the ones to initiate the breakup or initiate the divorce?
So men are scared of us?
They're not scared. I don't think it's scared.
No, I mean, they're terrified of you, right? It's not scared, terrified.
Okay.
But not because of you. They're terrified of the situations which happen around women that lead to really terrible outcomes for a lot of men. That's what they're terrified of.
Okay. I could see that.
Now it's Black History Month. Y'all giving the black guy a chance this month, baby? That's it. That's it.
You know why I'm here.
Hey,
Ain't no white boy walk my way.
none. You want to say?
She's dabbled.
You dabbled.
I've dabbled, but
okay.
More white
You're not
boys.
fully committed yet.
More white boys. The white boys like me more. Black guy, when we're walking down the street, black guys are grabbing at her, white boys are talking to me.
Really?
They just automatically know. They know.
They just know off the energy. Like, oh,
I don't know why, but I'm okay with it.
She want the BBC. She belongs to us.
To the women who liked to date men, and only women who like to date men only, this message is for you. If you are not a woman who enjoys or wants to date a man, then keep on scrolling. My rent is $6,000. My nails, $150. My hair, 300 minimum. All right, my facials, at least 200, 250. So I pay for all this myself. I do not expect a man to take care of this for me because he is my partner, not my father. All right? I think the men have left now. Ladies, when a man invites you over to his apartment or his house for the first time, please rob him. Please understand that this man wants you to rob him.
This is why I say women hate other women. And this is why you don't take advice from a lot of these women that you see online. Because what she's telling other women to do is to rob somebody so they can go to jail. God forbid, if he ever had camera of you stealing, you're f***ed. I'm telling you, women hate women. They do. Because then you wouldn't give some dumb advice like that.
Seriously need to stop expecting young men to be gentle and chivalrous with women and their emotions if we're not going to at least admit that the reason for that is because women are extra emotional. Treat me different because I'm a girl, but don't acknowledge that as a girl I'm different is insane standard. And so
the list of double standards are racking up, bro. It doesn't make sense how in 2025 this is a hot take. Saying women are more emotional than men is actually really a hot take. A lot of the online women nowadays will pick and choose when they want to be treated equally, rather than being treated equally with everything. There's so many double standards, it's insane. That's why I tell young men all the time, don't take it serious, don't take it to heart. Be a man, do what you gotta do. Could you imagine if everybody in the world was just like, you know what? Forget chivalry, forget changing up when a woman walks in the room. We're gonna act exactly how we always act regardless of the female in the room. Like if we just treated and talked to women 100% like we talk to the bros, I don't even want to think about it, honestly. It's exactly what he said. You can't say treat me different as a girl, but don't acknowledge that I'm different because I am a girl. It makes no sense.
Unpopular opinion, expecting that man to lead and you not gonna listen is crazy work. A lot of women, not all, are actually not good listeners. They listen to respond and react and not to understand, but they expect for their partner to communicate with them. But they don't practice an empathetic style of listening. That's whenever they actually focus on what that other person is saying and how they're feeling and their perspective, and you try to respect that and come to some kind of common ground and understanding. Most of your women are defensive listeners. What that means is they're actually looking for trigger words that you're saying whenever you're speaking that they're going to use to win this argument. They're looking for something that you're saying wrong that they can use against you a little bit later. They are very defensive, and so they go into a defense mode while you're speaking. They're not listening to you, baby. They ain't heard what you said. But the good thing about all of this is you can actually learn to listen. Listening is a skill that you can practice every day. And if you're not the best listener, that's okay. You can let your partner know, I'm working on this, if you're actually working on it and trying. Those are the kind of women that will stay around a lot longer than those that don't listen at all.
You said it all wrong.
Huh?
No.
Go ahead, Larry. What is he getting wrong? Go ahead. Let me hear your piece. I'm taking it all wrong. Go ahead and correct.
That's
correct me.
That's part of the pie, okay?
Part of the pie.
You got to be able to bring something.
Yeah, I can take care of myself.
But okay. You got to be able to bring something. But I look for what's on the inside of a person.
As long as I have enough money.
But
my insides. So you see me and you look at my insides. So I work at Waffle House. Hey, I cook at Waffle House. Yeah, and I'm a faithful man. Yep. I have a consistent paying job. Yep. Okay, do you see yourself being able to date me working at Waffle House? Drop a bomb. I'm give a damn about what's on the inside. You don't give a about none of that. You give a about him providing, taking care of the business, and providing stable environment. If he cannot do that, he is not the man for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can just say that respectfully, Queen. You can just say that.
Men, stop simping. Stop simping. Yes, truth. The moment you start begging for attention, you've already lowered your value. Stop chasing after people who no send your papa. Stop chasing after people that are not chasing you. Stop sending paragraph after paragraph to someone that will reply you with just one word. Okay, cool. Yeah, key, you, fine. A man with purpose don't run after validation. He focuses on his goals, his money, his health, and his future. The rest come along. If someone wants to be with you, they will make an effort. They'll bring peace into your life. Respect yourself enough to walk out from one-sided situationship or relationship, whatever you're doing, your business. Know your worth and move accordingly. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and most especially, stay dangerous. Peace out, man.
Saying that men are choosing not to approach women is a real disrespect to what's happening right now in the actual world of reality. It's like saying to a man, you just didn't put your hand on the stove because you chose not to. Do you understand that the nervous system can only handle so much pain before it finally goes, okay, stop, we've done all we can, we're not going to let you do this anymore. Right now, approaching women for a lot of men just doesn't make any sense. Whatever the rules used to be, they didn't get the update. They didn't get Memo 6.0. And now everything they're doing continues to get worse and worse. Just understand, it's by and large not a lack of desire. It's just a defense mechanism at this point. It isn't choice. It's self-preservation. And then all the other excuses come out to make that choice seem a little bit more digestible. Go in the description, write the word upgrade. I have something free for you. If you're a single man and you're sick of it, I got somewhere where you could get started, and I hope it helps.
You hoes always talking about some bring back the traditional men, but can't even afford traditional buffalo wings, bone in. Get the out of here, ho. Y'all always talk about what men used to do. I remember when men used to go to war. I remember when men used to work. I remember when, yeah, okay. You don't remember when women didn't used to have rights? You remember when women used to shut their up? You remember when used to go upside their head and that was the end of the argument? You remember when y'all couldn't divorce? Oh, yeah. So if you want a traditional man, how about you give up your rights? Be a traditional woman. You know what I'm saying? Let's both get this tradition jumping in. You know, if y'all want to step back in the day, then we both need to go back in the day. But y'all don't get to be these modern hoes while we stay traditional. You know what I'm saying? It's not going down like that. You hoes is always looking for a loophole, always looking for leverage. And you hoes fought for rights and y'all still don't want to do it. Y'all equal to us, but y'all still want more. Sound like y'all voting and fighting for perks and, you know, advantages, you know, privilege. You hoes didn't really want no rights, but y'all want some traditional men. Out of here, broke.
This is how it feels talking to a man stuck in a red pill mindset, part 3.
Yeah, so how many bodies you got?
Oh, I have 5.
5? That's too much, man. That's
how many
much.
bodies do you have?
I got 847. I think you would have been 848, but you a hoe. Yeah, only men could do that, sweetheart. Right. Only men. Nah, you worship the devil, bitch. You ain't. You a.
All I said was Andrew Tate.
You. That's my man. Don't talk about my like. Don't talk about him like that. That's God.
You don't pay on the first date, but you want me to.
Yeah, the doy. My mama did that. My mama said that's right, and my mama know everything. My mama. What are you talking about?
I think this whole cockamamie story that we continue to make up about men are looking for, you know, when they get divorced, they're looking for something externally versus looking internally. They want to fill the void that a woman just left in, or get this, maybe, just maybe, because a woman can walk right out of a relationship and be like, monkey branching, exactly. They can walk out, well, you know, this relationship is, you just looking at the relationship now. This relationship has been over for years. And I just checked out and now I'm in another relationship. And nobody says anything about that. They sit up here and allow these modern women to do this type of stuff. But when a man says, you know what, seemed like she really didn't care about me like that. And so to me, I was kind of checked out. You know, she talked about wanting to go to a therapist and try to get some help or something like that. But that's something, even though I followed up on that, it never materialized. That man might have actually been going to therapy this whole time. And y'all continue to say, oh, he didn't go to therapy, he's still broken, he's unhealed, and he's looking for replacement love. And he might have just said, you know, I could tell, especially after going to therapy, she wasn't ready to do the work. She didn't want to have anything to do with this relationship. Could I have waited to make sure that everything was finalized? Yeah, and that's my bad. And if it was something I could do all over again, I probably would have. But I knew she wasn't trying to do anything else. She really wanted this separation.
I'm just saying, if you're going to be feminist, you can't be feminist until the check comes. You got to pony up. You got to pay half the bill.
No,
Tell me why.
Absolutely not. Sorry. That's why I go back to saying masculine men. Masculine men will always pick up that tab no matter what. They have no problem picking up that tab, and they will actually never let a woman pay for it, especially if it's his
I love
woman.
this. Yes.
He will not let her pull out her wallet ever.
So what do men owe to women?
Nothing.
Well,
what do you mean? That's
You're saying a masculine man would never let a woman pay. So he has some degree of, there's a female-driven expectation on men. What does he get in return for being a masculine man?
to be in the presence of a woman.
Okay, so what do women have to do? What is a woman's duty? You're saying a man has a duty to pay for first dates, to be a provider, to be a masculine, all these things. What do women have to do?
Show up. Be
That's
a
it?
woman. Be the woman
Just show
that,
up?
that like
What if I
do
said
you
that? I just have
understand
to
what it is
show
such
up.
a privilege it is to
it's
even
privilege.
be
Okay,
to
so
have
women
a
are
very
privileged.
This guy says if short men couldn't attract a mate, then they wouldn't exist today. Sounds logical, right? Not really. And here's why. Most short men alive today were born under entirely different conditions. Before dating apps, women chose from the men around them. Friends, coworkers, classmates, neighbors. But now, these days, every woman has access to the top 1% of men globally. It's called height inflation, and it's very real. Throw in fourth wave feminism, hypergamy, and endless attention online, and average guys aren't even visible anymore. Today, 63% of men under 30 are single, up from 50% just 6 years ago in 2019. And most of them, they're not reproducing. So yeah, short men used to reproduce. That doesn't mean they still can. The rules have changed, and the game is rigged.
Women don't want to hear this, but it's the truth. Listen to this.
You have traded being submissive to a husband to being submissive to an employer, to a boss, to a corporation. I think a corporation is going to be more cold than a husband. I think a corporation is going to ask you for more than your husband. The corporation, your boss is going to say, show up at 6 a.m., at 7 a.m., wear this. But if a guy's like, hey, I don't want you to go out in public with your hanging out, that's somehow an issue. But of course, that would never fly in the workplace. Like if your job was like, you know, we need you to dress modestly in the workplace.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, boss. I think a boyfriend is going to ask you for a lot less. You guys have traded it. You've traded it.
Honestly, that's such a great perspective. I never actually thought about it in that way, but honestly, like everything that you said that you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do is literally submitting to a job.
Submitting to professionalism.
But the job doesn't love you. The job is not going to care about you like that. The job is not going to care if you're sick. The job is not going to care if your mom gets cancer.
They'll fire
you. You're having bad period cramps. Your job does not care, but your husband would.
Okay, but hear me out. Wouldn't it be crazy if men were meant to submit to women and women were meant to protect and provide, which is why we're so good at it, but the patriarchy's convinced us that we need men to do that so they feel needed and we feel powerless? Wouldn't that be crazy? Okay.
I mean, but what else? What would that entail? What would that look like? I think a lot of times modern women just get on here and they just talk about what would be and the fantasy that they might be living in at the time of their crossing over into the land of delusion. But there are laws and things in place that need to happen in order for your takeover to commence and to be completed. What would those things be? What would it look like? Oh, wait, you probably don't have a plan for that, nor a strategy, nor can you enforce it. Interesting.
This is why I tell you men, you have to be extremely careful who you give your semen to, because some of these women will set you back for generations. That is a sickness. And this is why I always tell you men, Hold these women accountable. Do you see how it's their body, their choice, their baby? They want it to be theirs, but then they want help when it comes to financial provision. The baby's yours. Your body's yours. The choice was yours, but my money is ours? Let me run that back for you. Hold up, because I'm cooking with grease here. Hold up. Your body's yours. The baby's yours. The choice is yours. But the money, the financial part is ours. Be for real, fellas. Never in life deal with...
I think men are just used to powerless women, and they're seeing this new generation of women that are not waiting to be rescued. They're not waiting to be saved. Because we've seen where that have got our mothers, our grandmothers, or even just other women. Women started believing in themselves more than believing in a man will rescue them. And that's when we started becoming unshakable, unstoppable, with standards and boundaries. And men are scared because men are raised to always get their value from a woman needing them. They're not used to leading without just holding you in a prison, making you dependent on them financially. I want to depend on my man, but not only financially.
What we've seen is feminism pushing women into a male life history trajectory, into the role of breadwinner. Men who follow those trajectories get the prizes, they get the wives, they get the children, they get the good jobs. Women are attracted to men who have those resources. Women pushed into following that trajectory find that men are not looking for women for those resources particularly. They're actually looking for women who are fertile. They'll spend all their prime reproductive years following this male life history trajectory, get to their 30s, and find that all of the male peers are marrying younger women and having children with them, and they're freezing their eggs. If they manage to meet somebody on internet dating and they have to go through that, then they end up on IVF, and 50% of them end up never having children.
I'm so sick of women trying to sell a 40-year-old cat. Stop! Stop trying to sell a cat in your 40s. Just give it to somebody that appreciates it. They make you a couple of dollars. Out here trying to sell a cat from the 80s. Stop! Don't nobody want to buy no cat from the 80s. Look, I like playing Nintendo. It's fun. I don't want to go buy one. Stop selling cat. Just cut.
They told me not to make his lunch.
Oh, okay.
They told me not to fold his laundry.
They said that?
They told me not to pay for dates. Take me through there.
Listen, baby, I'm going to give an opinion that's going to probably be unpopular amongst y'all, okay? Because I know how y'all like to tussle. Do what works for the man that you're with. Sis did what worked for the man that she was with. For those of you who are new here, I'm a certified life coach. I specialize in love and relationships, self-development, and finances, and I have been doing so for close to a decade. And something I can tell you as someone that has coached dozens of couples, probably coming up on 100 at this point. If you want to be a wife, you have to, one, want to be a wife. What does that mean? You have to want the marriage, not the wedding. Okay. Number two, if you want to be a wife, you within yourself have to be satisfied with whom you are. If you are not satisfied with whom you are, that man that you're dealing with is not going to be satisfied with who you are. And number three, if you want to be a wife, you have to cater to the man in the way that he receives it. Not every single man is going to want you to cook and clean. Because baby, some of them could probably cook and clean better than you. Some of them probably enjoy it more than you do. Not every man is going to want you to wash and fold his clothes. Why? Because maybe he likes to take his clothes to the dry cleaners. Not every single man is going to want to portray the exact resemblance of a traditional role. Now, if you have one that does, cool. Follow what sis says. Don't listen to what anyone says on the internet. But if it's not those things, you have to figure out what is it that he wants. And I'm only speaking to the women who have the desire to be married, because baby, I don't have time for the conversation about what women should do and don't be male centered. First and foremost, if you want a husband, you have to center the man, not men, but the man. More importantly, if you want a husband, you have to center yourself. And a lot of y'all don't know how to do that. Because either you get too caught up in one way or the other. You get caught up in the gender roles, like overly doing the gender roles, or you get caught up in not doing anything at all because you don't feel like you have to, because he's not your husband and he will never be your husband because you do not know how to cater to his needs. But for those of you who want to first and foremost learn yourself and then learn how to cater to the man that you want, the link is in my bio. I have how to date sessions. I have one-on-one sessions. Let's work on that. If that's not really within your budget right now, sign up for the subscription. You can ask questions. We do live. You get discounts on my services.
and much more. Stay safe.
So this is a question for the guys. So I know many guys have said that they don't want to approach women anymore. Like, they're not going to approach her out at a grocery store. They're not going to approach her at the gym. They're not going to approach her at the bar, because why? Most women can just frankly be rude to guys, or don't want them talking to him, or don't want them talking to her. So, question for these guys that would say they don't approach women. If a woman went out of her way to make eye contact with you, looked away, looked back, maybe even held the gaze for a couple seconds, made sure she was within proximity of you, as well as then smiled at some point. If a woman goes to that extent, would you then change your mind on approaching her? Or do you just want the woman to approach you? I know some women don't want to do that because they're old school, and that's kind of how I am. But I also am just like, if I want to talk to someone, I'll just go talk to them. But maybe I'm different in that way. But would this change your mind, guys? Let me know in the comments.
Modern women, men have told them over and over again, y'all are doing stuff that is to your detriment. Take me out of the picture. You keep on saying I'm telling you this because I want to get in your pants. Okay, let's say that's true. Let's say I'm telling you because I want to get in your pants. Say you're a bum, call the police on me, restraining order on me, send me to jail because I'm a pervert. Now, when you have me in jail because I'm a pervert, because that's what y'all think men are, listen to and play back the conversation with a critical ear. Play it back with a critical eye. What is his body language? Because y'all like to be, observe body language and stuff like that. Y'all, I heard him say that, and I picked up the tone and the inflection in his voice. Listen back to it. Is there something true about what he said? Did you see something in his body language that said, oh man, this guy's actually being serious? He's right. There's some things that's happening out in this world that I don't see, and I should pay attention to. Maybe he isn't a perv after all. Maybe he was just trying to help me out.